A very good morning, Fabio here, and welcome back to another daily market outlook for every single major dollar pair and of course gold. Let's dive into EURUSD first because the analysis again was on point. We can see further downside price action, and that is exactly what we were anticipating on. As we know, we got the bearish momentum, retracement, bearish momentum, retracement, and then we were looking again for a bearish momentum. Now again, the average trader is always waiting for this supply zone to get hit, and because that is also your 618 Fibonacci retracement, every single trader is looking for that zone to get hit, right? However, what we understand, guys, is that the market has already hit, first of all, your 50% fib retracement level. And then next of all, it provided us with a daily bearish fractal break. Now, again, I understand all these lines seem maybe a little bit complicated, but all you need to understand is that after we broke above this high, this over here was your fractal low. Now, at this point in time over here, we saw that the fractal low got broken, right? So at that point in time, I understood, okay, we don't need to retrace all the way back up in towards that supply zone. No, we are already ready to sell off down lower, as this is now your protected high. And as long as this high were to hold, we were still only interested in looking for shorts. Now, what we saw on EURUSD overall is that we made a retracement in again towards that 50% zone. Again, guys, you can just watch back yesterday's or the day before's analysis. This is what we've been looking for all week. And then we dive down in towards the 4-hour time frame. And what do you see? You see pretty choppy price action. So what I was waiting for was for a 4-hour fractal break, which we got over here. And then what you can see is that in the very next candle, we retrace into the imbalance candles, and then from there we sell off, boom, in towards the downside. So some beautiful price action here on EURUSD. Today, what I'm going to be looking for is again just further downside continuation. Are we going to get it? I am not sure, but I am definitely not looking for longs, bears get wrecked or bulls get wrecked. What I'm looking at is that obviously this is the daily area of supply. Now, every single trader is looking at this area of supply and going to be waiting for it to get hit. This is now their fractal high on the daily time frame, and they're going to be waiting for that supply zone I just drew in to get hit. So obviously this is the ideal zone to go for a short from. However, are we going to retrace that high? Not sure, because if we look at the 4-hour time frame, what could happen is that we just at any point in time randomly start to sell off again. Now, how do we know that at any point in time we can sell off? Well, we go into the 1-hour fractal structure. So what I'm going to be looking at now is just for the market to continue retracing up higher. This is now your demand zone that is in control, and as long as that demand zone holds, we are only looking for a further upside move. Am I then going to be taking buys? No, I'm not, because again, momentum is down. I don't want to be trading against the trend. So what I just simply understand at this point in time is that my fractal low is this low over here. If we break that fractal low, then I'm going to be looking for a short position. As long as that fractal low is respected, we should just continue up higher, and then we could reach that area of supply, and then we'll wait obviously for a structure shift to then look for a short. So again, I'm not interested in longs. Yes, obviously we could retrace up higher again, but yeah, we only trade with the trend, and the trend is our friend. So let's see and keep an eye on the 1-hour time frame to understand if that retracement is over and we're ready to push down lower once again. Now, again, the dollar index analysis, guys, was absolutely on point. Been calling it for so many days now. You guys know it. The fractal structure was bullish. I don't need to repeat myself, but we tapped in towards this demand zone. Then again, we tap in towards this demand zone, and then boom, we fly up higher. So again, if I'm looking at this from a weekly perspective, I would not be surprised if we see 109,500 next. This weekly area of supply is my next target for the dollar, guys. Trump seems to be bringing the dollar up higher and higher. I do not see any reason for it to reject at this point in time. What I am looking at, guys, at this point in time again, is now that this is my fractal low, okay? So this is now your demand zone that is in control on the weekly time frame. And as long as this weekly area of demand holds, we should push up higher, okay? Then we go down in towards the daily. And what we see on the daily is that this is now your fractal low. So this is now your protected low. This is now, again, your daily demand zone. So as long as, yeah, pretty much this low over here holds, for me, it just only makes sense for the dollar to move up higher. So yeah, no dollar shorts, definitely not. Going into AUDUSD, what are we seeing over there? So AUDUSD was, I think, the most beautiful analysis of the entire week, guys. I was looking to get in on shorts on Monday. Sadly, we did not get tagged, but what we can see here is that the fractal structure, again, is just time and time again let's say respecting or being respected. This is now here your fractal high. As long as this black line is respected, AU is a short, guys. As simple as that. I'm not going to call the bottom. I'm only going to follow the overall momentum further downwards. There is no reason for AU to suddenly reverse in towards the highs. Yes, obviously there is like a support level here, but there was also a support level, for example, over here. Now, we didn't see any real reversal, so I'm still not anticipating any reversal until I see a daily fractal structure shift, okay? So again, overall momentum is still, very simply said, extremely bearish. And as long as this black line is respected, only look for shorts. So very similar to EURUSD, what I'm going to be doing is just following the overall 4-hour fractal structure. Yes, there are still a lot of equal highs open above over here, which can act as liquidity. But for myself, I'm only interested in further shorts. Am I going to start selling from this point? No, I need to see indeed some more development, and I need to see a nice short form. What is a nice short that can form? Well, for example, if we see like the uptrend down and then we see the market structure shift again, that would confirm a bearish bias. But yeah, we need to create some liquidity first. So for example, like the initial reaction down, then a push back up, grab this as liquidity, and then see a 4-hour structure shift again to go short. But for that to happen, it still needs a lot of time. So maybe next week. Looking at GBPUSD, I mean, what can I say, guys? We've been talking about sells all week long. I mean, the analysis from yesterday is still in here. We can very clearly see again is that the daily is bearish, so we see the swing down, we see the retracement, and then obviously we would expect another swing down. Now, how do we understand again that we're not going to retrace in towards this supply zone and in towards the 0.5 fib? Again, daily fractal structure. Now, what is the fractal high? The fractal high is this high over here. This is the fractal low. Boom, boom. We retrace in towards daily supply, in towards that 0.5 fib, which I still had drawn in yesterday. And yeah, you can see the major sell-off. So very beautiful price action. Now, what is it for today, guys? Well, today, again, we can see that the daily fractal structure has shifted. So what is now the plan? Well, the plan now is to understand that this is now our supply zone. And inside of that supply zone, we can sell off at any moment in time. So definitely looking for shorts on GBPUSD from that daily area of supply. The overall order flow is simply bearish, so I'm only looking for shorts, not for longs. Are we going to see a short? I do not know. When do we understand that we're going to see a short? Well, if we see a market structure shift inside of that daily area of supply. So I'll be keeping my eyes open on the 1 hour and on the 4 hour, because for now the 1 hour is obviously in bullish control. As we can see over here, this could just push up higher and higher. I would like to see a little bit higher prices before looking for any shorts on GU, but obviously this is now your 1 hour fractal low. And if that 1 hour fractal low breaks, then shorts are interesting once again, but it needs a lot more development because it could just follow the overall, for now, internal order flow up higher and then start moving down lower again. So when do we understand that the pullback is over? We understand that the pullback is over once we see a fractal structure shift and we see supply generated, for example, as a buy up before a sell down. So for example, this could then be your supply zone. But before that were to happen, we need a lot more development. So I'm not trading GU at this moment in time. I'm waiting for it to develop. Last of all, we have NZDUSD, of course, and gold. NZDUSD, sort of like a madman. Again, the daily fractal structure doing its thing. We can very clearly see that we make a connection with the green zone. I think we actually did to the exact pip. Again, fractal structure was respected. We can see that this is your buy up, sell down, and then we tap in and we move back down again. As long as this high is respected here on the daily, I'm only interested in shorts, as simple as that. Going into the weekly time frame, what are we seeing over there? Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. So here on the weekly time frame, this for me is a major swing low, and I would not be surprised if NZDUSD were to take that out. For now, I'm not interested in any longs on NZDUSD until we break that weekly fractal high. So for myself, only shorts on NU for now. And going into gold, last of all, gold has still not provided us with a long, as we all know. What we were looking for yesterday, and let me just start on the daily time frame, is that inside the daily time frame we had this daily area of demand. Yes, we saw slowdown, but this is how we prevent losses, guys. We wait for confirmation. So remember what I mentioned in yesterday's video is that if you look here at the 4 hour time frame, this obviously is the order flow. Push down, pull back, push down, pull back, push down, pull back into supply, push down again. So we never ever saw a structural break like these two examples over here. So there was never ever a long opportunity presented. And now if we look here at the daily time frame, what we can see is that the daily fractal is now bearish. So very simply said, we broke this area of demand. Now that means that this is our area of supply, and that supply is now in control. So as long as we, after this fractal break, see this black line over here at the top being respected, we should sell off down lower on gold. So I will be looking for a potential short inside of this area of supply for now, to potentially take out this low once again. However, I do see equal lows here. Maybe this was just, very simply said, a liquidity grab to fuel a move up higher. And if we break this supply zone with strength, then maybe I'll look for another long. But for now, I'm only interested in a short from this area of supply, which is just the weekly and the monthly open. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Wish you all a fantastic trading day. I hope you enjoy these videos as much as I do. Please leave a message in the comment section down below. It just means the world that I know that you guys are actually watching and getting value from the videos. So thank you so much for watching, and see you tomorrow.